EEC, in partnership with families, educators, and programs, has been focused on making early education and care more affordable and accessible. Looking back on 2023, it has been a very busy year, and we wanted to take a moment to thank you for working with us to support children and families across the Commonwealth. Here are 23 moments that we are proud of from 2023. As federal funding sunset, the Healey-Driscoll administration introduced a hallmark proposal to continue Commonwealth Cares for Children C3 grants to support childcare providers with $475 million in state funding. We invested $850,000 to increase access to evidence-based and culturally responsive literacy supports for preschoolers, enhancing school readiness and future academic achievement. We proposed transformative changes to what the state reimburses early education and care providers who accept child care financial assistance, known as RATES, to the Board of Early Education and Care, setting the state up to make significant progress on covering the true cost of care and to make sure that providers are being paid a fair rate regardless of where they're located, and to address rising operational costs for programs. We improved childcare financial assistance programs to simplify the process, reducing paperwork, better support homeless families, families with disabilities, and families facing domestic violence, to build a more modern, dignified, and flexible system. We launched a pilot to provide priority access for child care financial assistance for 1,252 educators and early education staff to support 1,759 children. We reached out to families on the child care financial assistance waitlist to ensure that our information is up to date. And we launched a text messaging program to families in English and in Spanish for the child care financial assistance. We added residential and placement programs to the state's Navigator system to improve and modernize the background record check process. And we launched a regulatory review process for EEC's residential and placement programs. We also launched a regulatory review process for EEC's childcare licensing. We hosted 3 apprenticeship convenings to discuss apprenticeship and mentorship models, 2 critical tools for recruiting new educators to join the early education and care workforce. We also launched optional director certification that is currently available statewide, and just launched teacher and lead teacher optional certification in Western Mass, with other regions soon to follow. Over 500 scholarships were awarded for the 2023-24 academic year in partnership with the Department of Higher Education through our joint Early Childhood Educators Higher Education Scholarship Program. We enrolled our 4th cohort of the Early Childhood Support Organizations Initiative to provide intensive support for center-based program directors. With support from the legislature, we invested an additional $1.5 million in early childhood mental health consultation services for programs. And in partnership with the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, we awarded $300,000 in Massachusetts Fresh Grants for schools and early education and care programs to fund farm-to-school activities that enhance students' access to nutritious, locally grown and produced foods, while connecting them to their local food system and STEM educational opportunities focused on food literacy, nutrition, plant science, and agriculture. We also opened the fiscal year 2024 Mass Fresh grant application with up to $570,000 in total funding available for early education programs and schools that participate in the federal Child Nutrition Program. We awarded $8.5 million to 20 organizations across the Commonwealth in the fiscal year of 2023 EEOSD capital funding to expand capacity and improve quality of learning environments for children. We also opened the applications for the fiscal year of 2024 capital funding with $18.3 million available for early education and care programs, for the first time including for-profit programs with a focus on clean energy and decarbonization, as well as safety improvements. EEC recruited and hired staff in key areas, including product management, research and data analytics, workforce supports and development, family engagement, and childcare financial assistance. The new online Education to Career E2C Research and Data Hub was launched to expand public access to education datasets and dashboards, providing a comprehensive look at students across early education and care, elementary and secondary school, higher education, and the workforce. We announced $15.5 million in coordinated family and community engagement CFCE grants to 81 organizations across the Commonwealth that provide child development services and resources to families with young children. And finally, Commissioner Kershaw visited 33 programs across every region in the state in 2023. Thank you for welcoming us into your center-based family childcare, after-school, and residential programs. What a year it has been. These are just some of the examples of the incredible work that has happened to support children, families, educators, and communities across Massachusetts. Thank you for your partnership, and we look forward to all that 2024 will bring.